Yo, Kern, what's up?
What's happening, baby?
Hey, just chilling. How you?
Just chilling, vibing out. I'm still celebrating the Super Bowl win, as you can see. You know what I mean? I'm repping out here.
I was about to say you're throwing that old school Philly back.
Yeah, baby. I'm
I
trying to.
don't.
Y'all, I want to get a starter jacket so bad, like an Eagles starter jacket.
That would be pretty sick.
Right.
That would be pretty damn dope. Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
But I
bro.
was about to say I don't think this that Super Bowl is gonna end for you anytime soon. You're gonna be enjoying that shit.
Oh yeah, bro. I'm enjoying this for this year, next year, 27,
All right,
2028,
all right, all right. Let's just
2029.
all right. Calm down. Someone's gonna win it. You're not gonna win it every year.
I don't know the way how we cook it. He might do that.
All right.
He might do that. I'm just saying, hey, trust the process. Trust the motherfucking process. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I do. Okay.
Right.
I do want to welcome back everybody. So we kind of took a little oasis.
It's all good. A little hiatus, you know what I mean? It is what it is.
Yeah.
You can't rush perfection.
You cannot. Thank you, Kern. That is the perfect saying for this. But we are sorry for being absent away. I think it's been about 4 months, maybe if not more, since November. It's been a while. So thank you. And in case you guys haven't kept up to date or we're new or just forgot, we are your host. I'm Zach.
What's happening? It's your boy Kern, baby. How y'all doing?
And our followers or whoever is out there that likes us, SFLers, we're getting straight into the draft. We kind of came back at the right time because it's that time of the year. The NFL.
Yeah, it's the best time of the year, baby. It's almost like Christmas.
It is like Christmas. So for the next, we're about 4 weeks away. 4 weeks away from the draft.
All right, talk to me.
So for the next 4 weeks, we are going to be breaking down each division in the next, like I said, 4 weeks. 2 divisions each week. Today, we are starting on the east side of things. NFC East, AFC East, and, we're just going to go over kind of like off-season moves.
East side, you know what I mean? Or shop.
Yeah, the east side, baby. East side.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah, Roboham who can only throw up the east side.
That's all I
These
need.
defenders who can't even move.
Shit.
And for anybody watching the east side, we are no gang. Nothing. It's just.
Oh, yeah. We are not gang affiliated. We just vibing out.
No, we're just vibing out. We're just doing east side. If you're from the west side, we are sorry.
Oh, God.
But gotta go over it. And, it might be unpopular take in the draft for each team. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But we'll go over the AFC East teams right now, which a lot has happened there.
Ooh, talk to me. Break it down for me, Zach.
I got the 4th pick. I'll start it off with, since, I'm a Brady fan and the Pats, were a big part of me for 20 years. Following, Tom Brady and everything. Since he's left, they haven't been much. So let me dig down and see who is going to make the Patriots great again. And that wasn't even planned. That just happened to come out. So, with that being said, with the 4th pick, the New England Patriots, they did get some offseason help. They did get Carlton Davis, Epps, Joshua Dobbs as a backup quarterback, which, he might have to play a lot considering Tua, his concussion history. So, buckle up, Buttercup, because you might actually become the starter. So, they also did get wide receiver help, Stephon Diggs, which I'll get into that, and Matt Collins. Looking at this, I'm thinking, besides, I don't think Stephon Diggs is the guy. I really don't. I don't, no matter where he's gone. He went to the Bills. He wanted out. You good over there?
I think a rocket just took off.
I think it did.
My garage is shaking.
I know it's an earthquake, but I'm going to guess it's another one of Elon Musk's failures, and it blew up. I'm not getting political or anything.
Oh, shit, right? No, yeah. You know what I mean? Like we said, we're not affiliated with anything. We're not political. We just 2 motherfuckers talking.
Facts. A lot of his rockets do blow up, so it's probably just another one of his rounds that.
Exactly.
So, Pats, Stephon Diggs. Is he good to have? Yes, but no matter where he's gone, he's complained. And he's injury prone now. He's getting a little bit, older. He's going to the Pats. Matt Collins, the only thing he's really good for is not wearing shoes.
I was just about to say that, bro. Fucking. If I don't have to even use silverware, I never do either. The fuck is wrong with you, bitch? You're not a caveman. You fucking Neanderthal.
Yeah,
He
so
big old 2025. You don't know how to use some shit.
yeah, and he was over there in Buffalo, and he's over there walking in the snow with no shoes. So that's beside the point.
Yeah, go ahead and get frostbite.
Yeah, you do you. If I was the Patriots, first round, actually, I messed up because I thought we were on the Dolphins. I'm talking about the Patriots. I said Josh Dobbs. I'm talking about Tua getting concussion. I was all over the place on that one, so I apologize. I was looking to my next pick on the Dolphins. I'm all over the place. I am sorry. Let's get to go. If I'm the Patriots, I'm going offensive line. Yes, they do need running back, another wide receiver, tight end, defensive line. I'm going offensive line. I think in the last couple years, not even couple years, 5 years or so, is we're starting to realize how interesting and how important the O line, D line is.
Yeah,
if you have no one to block you, like let's look at the Dolphins. They don't have much of an offensive line. If you don't have an offensive line, I don't care who you have back there. We saw it. Tom Brady his last year.
Yep.
It doesn't matter. Number 4th pick. If everything goes right, I'd either get. There's 3 offensive linemen that I would go after. All 3 of them are from the SEC. You have Kelvin Banks Jr. from Texas, Will Campbell from LSU, or Ahmad Membo from Missouri. One of those, if you're that high up on the draft board and you're an offensive lineman, one of those 3, there are 1, 2, 3. Welcome, Jets. Welcome to the Pats. Whoever needs an offensive line, you can't go wrong.
Oh, God.
I do think a running back in that situation is you're not going to go with Jeffrey Alshon from Boise State. So I guess offensive line is there. I'll get back to tight ends. I'll show you my sleeper tight end.
You need sleeper tight ends, man.
I'll do you sleeping, but Pat, go after the offensive line. Protect your future.
Exactly.
And go from there. Because that guy is going to be your future, whether you like it or not. Protect. With that being said, Kern, talk to us with the 7th pick. That would be the New York Jets.
With the 7th pick, the New York Jets.
Aaron Rodgers.
Shit, the way they going, it just might. Fuck it, round 3. Let's see how it goes. But with the 7th pick, I see the Jets going with the offensive lineman.
Wouldn't be
Jets
bad.
signed Justin Fields to a 2-year, $40 million.
Yeah.
Do I see him drafting another quarterback? Maybe, but in a later round. I don't see him wasting that on like Shador well, there's really no good quarterbacks honestly this year besides Cam, Shador, and what's Buddy's name?
Cam, Shador, and
not Will Howard. Fuck.
No, I forget the other one, but I know who you're talking about. But I can't think of his name right now. But even Shador is going down.
I heard he's going to the Cleveland.
Good luck.
Yeah, I heard Cleveland might be looking for a quarterback, bro.
The quarterbacks like giving massages, like receiving massages. There, they like to feel a little loose.
Man, that's funny. But yeah, so I'm seeing the Jets go offensive lineman. They just signed Justin Fields to a 40-year, $2 million, 40-year, 2-year, $40 million deal. With that, they also need they need a wide receiver, but they are bringing back Wilson. Yay, whoop-de-woo, cool.
Yeah.
Do I see Wilson being that guy or doing anything? I do. With Justin Fields, maybe. But protect your assets. You got to see what he's going to be able to do. He was getting wins with Chicago, but he had a somewhat better offensive line than you guys have.
Yeah, I think even in Chicago he didn't have that great an offensive line, so it's like
exactly he's playing in a situation he's used to. Shitty offensive line, fuck it, run it back.
The Jets, okay,
sure, why not?
I went from Chicago. Hey, maybe I have a shot with Steelers. Oh wait, here comes Russell Wilson, and now I'm going to the Jets.
Oh shit, but that's all I got for you. Oh, I do see him going defensive line too.
Okay,
but it'll be dumb. It'll be dumb and a waste of a pick right now.
Yeah.
Do that. So I'm sticking offensive lineman, and like with the top 3 that you said, I'm going Buddy from Missouri. I don't know how to say his name. Hold on. I'm going to butcher it. Oh my god. Ahmad Memboy.
Yep. Sounds good to me.
Yep. I see him going with him.
Can't go wrong.
Solid pick.
Like I said, you're up there and you're an offensive line and you're projected to go first round. You can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong.
All right, so we're got the Pats out of the way. We got the Jets out of the way. 13th pick, we got the Dolphins. And this is what I want to talk about Tua. This is what I want to talk about Tua. I got a little excited when I was talking about the Pats.
I see that. What you got to say about Tua?
Because the Dolphins, I knew that was coming up, so they do need an offensive line, just like seems like almost every freaking
bro. It's rinse and repeat every year for them. There's nothing new. It's the same old.
They need a defense, all defense.
They need a miracle,
and they need a tight end. With that being said, they did add Zach Wilson, and this is where I was going to say, Zach Wilson, you might be the next man up because of Tua and his concussions, not Josh Dobbs. I'm talking about Zach Wilson might find himself starting again, just like everywhere else he goes.
That is true. He always finds himself in the perfect position to start after some bullshit happens. Every single time. And he's in South Beach?
Yeah.
I hope he likes some Latina MILFs because they out there.
Hey, he might perform.
He might perform, you know what I mean? He might be finding his little senorita sitting on the beach drinking a margarita, you know what I mean?
What's Tua's mom looking like? Yo, baby girl, you just sit right there. I got you.
No, hey,
he might get himself in trouble.
Tua.
He might get in trouble in South Beach.
Where your mom at, Tua? Come to the game.
Come on over here. Tua, your mom coming to the game? No? All right, never mind. I ain't starting today.
I'm saying I ain't going to stretch. I'm going to miss out on this one.
So Zach Wilson kind of finds him to another situation where starting is looking pretty reasonable with the history.
Possibility.
Yeah, with the concussion history and everything with Tua. They did pick up Alexander Madison to add with 500 other running backs they have over there, so one of them's bound to do something.
Let's see what happens.
You might as well add him. I mean, once one goes down or one gets tired, you have 500 more. They did pick up Willie Gay Jr., which is good for their defense, and then Artie Burns. I think overall, if you are the Dolphins, you go O-line to protect the fuck out of Tua.
It's too late.
Tight end. I mean, if he's willing to play and he's willing to put his, life out there, I would have retired. I don't think it's worth it, but
let him do him.
Let him do him.
Let him do him.
If
or
that's what
say, you know what I mean? Hey, you're gonna do what it do, baby. Whatever happens with the Dolphins, happens with the Dolphins.
That was Kern sounding like a dolphin, just in case anybody was confused.
Oh yeah. Dolphin, CTE and whatnot.
The only way Tua is gonna communicate is that echo, because he ain't gonna be able to talk.
Shit. No, man, the Dolphins, bro. I'm going to tell you to happen to them, but there's nothing's going to happen. Same things last year.
I'm going to tell you, if I'm them, I'm going after either tight end, O-line, or cornerback, but don't put it past me to go after a young quarterback just to be a quarterback. Draft a quarterback high. Because with Tua, we don't know if one more concussion, he could be done. As much as I hate to say this, they were debating it last year. That's 2 years in a row to where he's just cramped up like that, and it's like, how much more can you take? And they're already talking about, hey, we might make you retire, or they could waste a year and maybe get Arch Manning coming out and tank or whatever. I don't see that happening. But there's 4 people I would consider. It's Holston Loveland, tight end, Michigan. I do think that guy's going to be a stud.
That's your sleeper?
That is not my sleeper. No.
That is not your sleeper?
No. I have a bunch of Big Ten teams coming out right now. Mostly it's just Michigan, Ohio State, but that's beside the point. They could go Josh Simmons, offensive tackle from Ohio State.
Okay.
If they want to go interior O-line, Tyler Booker from Bama. You get those people from Bama, Ohio State. They turn out to be pretty damn good. Or if they want to go defense, you go with the best corner in the draft, Will Johnson out of Michigan.
Okay. But, all right, solid pick.
Not bad, and like I said, the quarterback, you're kind of flirting with another running back as well to add another 6th person in that rotation.
Yeah.
And a quarterback isn't always in the back of your mind just because of Tua, and then you have Zach Wilson, which I don't know. But those are
running backs. They might have to put one at quarterback if Tua get fucked up.
Listen, hey, go back to the Wildcat, baby.
Matter back.
Bring right back, baby.
Run that shit back. Bring back the fucking wing tee. Matter of fact,
do something. I mean, it can't hurt. It doesn't matter. They're going to play someone over 500 and lose. They only beat the teams below 500. So
that is true. What's the worst that can happen? You fuck around and win.
That's right. And Kern, you're up with the 30th pick, and the winner of this division, the Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo Bills. Bills Mafia type shit. You feel me?
Dudley boys. Through the table.
So I'll admit the Buffalo Bills did pick up some key free agency pickups this year. Joey Bosa, Joshua Palmer, Michael Hitch. I don't know how to say his name. Hitch. And another D lineman, Larry Ohumka.
Yeah, right? They're not bad. Yeah.
Solid pickups. Working on the defense. You saw your defense was fucking up last year, so what do? You work on the defensive line.
I got a question for you.
I got an answer for you.
Joey Bosa, is he going to stay healthy?
He might cramp up in the cold, so I'm going to say no.
Proceed.
It's a new biome or whatever. He in a new spot. It's going to be cold as shit. He ain't used to playing in that. He going to play handy, off rip.
I mean, my thing was Joey Bosa's good, but, dude, it's injuries.
He's getting up there in age, too.
Yeah, I mean, but ever since he's been drafted, it's injuries. That was his problem in college.
Yeah.
Is he's good when he's on the field, but it's just like Zion Williamson or Williams or whatever his name is over in basketball is if he's there, he's good, but he has to be on the court first.
That is true. I haven't even watched Zion. Is he good? Like, honestly, like, real talk?
I have no idea. As I know when he's in, he's good, but he's been injured most of the career.
I feel that. So it's hard to judge anything based on, okay.
Yeah, like, Joey Bosa's good, but, I mean, is he really that good if he can't stay healthy?
Fuck no. I mean, yes, just because when he's in, he does make an impact on the field.
Okay, that might be 3 games.
Going to impact him.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
He takes one step to the left. Up there goes his ankle. All right, we're done. Well, that was worth the points.
So it's like it's a good pickup, but at the same time, it's a risk reward situation.
Him and Tua will become best friends. No, wait, Tua's not on that team. Never mind. They're in the same division. Look, I'm over here on the Dolphins.
You're a Dolphins fan, low key.
They used to be back in the day.
I didn't know it.
Hey, they might become best friends. They got to play each other twice a year, so they might just hear each other on the bench.
Might go to the same rehab center at the same time. You know what I mean?
You know, meet me in South Beach. Franklin is cold. I'm calling the South Beach.
Oh man, that's funny. But the Bills are still missing some key components.
Okay,
they're missing another edge rusher. They're missing a cornerback. They're missing a D tackle, a wide receiver. Like they're missing key components where it's a good signups. I mean, good signings, but where's the depth?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I got you.
30th pick, I do see him going with Trey Amos from Ole Miss.
Okay.
Cornerback.
Like
I said, bolster the defense. You saw the weakness. Y'all was getting torched. Y'all wasn't getting any sort of push in the D line. Y'all was getting torched at the cornerback situation.
Yeah.
Why not pick him? He's a solid pickup too. Played in the SEC.
Yeah.
That's the closest to the NFL you could possibly get for day one.
Yeah, I mean, you're right.
You know what I mean?
That's not a bad little.
That's just me. That's just me. You know what I mean? I ain't Mel Kiper. I mean, I ain't be on that bullshit, but hey, that's just me. Mel Kiper be on some bullshit. You know what I mean?
I'm not Mel Kiper.
Hey, I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
I got you, man. I got you.
But that's just me. That's what I think they should do. And maybe if not him, go with the safety from Texas.
That wouldn't be bad either. Yeah. Build on that secondary.
Build the secondary, bro.
Yeah.
If you can't get any kind of pass rush, build the secondary. Stop the pass.
Yeah, I got you,
man.
I'm
gonna pass it back to you, big dog. I'm gonna pass the mic
to
you.
Gotcha. I mean, I like that. That division, the AFC East, it's always run by one team. For 20 years, it was the Pats. Now it seems like the Bills are taking over. Dolphins flirt with it. Jets. Yeah, let's not talk about them. That is the AFC East. We're going to go head on over to the NFC East, and we're going to start with the Cry Girls. Cry Girls.
Ooh,
Cowboys. What the America's team. That is no longer America's team, but we say there's America's team. What's the class pick with the Cowboys? We're going to go with the
America you like to be watching dick and shit.
I don't know, but listen.
It's a game in inches, but he measuring the wrong inches. You feel me?
Jerry Jones comes up a little bit short.
He's just living through his players.
And Dak Prescott comes up a little bit short as well. So I'm guessing they're taking after the owner. But Cowboys, what don't they need is, I'm going to tell you, a wide receiver to go with CeeDee Lamb, running back, because they sure as hell did not have that Zeke come back wherever the hell he was. And then they need to build on that defense. That defense is getting a little bit older. The ones that they do have young is they still have to pay Parsons. Diggs was hurt. They have some key people on that defense and Bland, but it's injuries and you just need more to build around, like the linebackers.
Mm-hmm.
that they're so used to having. And I will say, they also need, you ready for this one? A new owner.
No.
A new owner.
Get what?
Can you draft one of those?
Can you like pick up an owner?
We make a trade.
Can you? Yeah. Can we do something? Hell, at that
Nothing.
point, they'll probably take AI to be a fucking general manager.
Can't be worse.
Oh,
They
God.
did pick up some interesting. I mean, Jerry Jones says he's not worried about the offseason and picking up free agents. They're not going to do too much after going all in the year before.
I love a good Cowboy slander. I love it.
This one, Miles Sanders going to the Cowboys. That's really going to solve your running back situation.
Yeah. Didn't he lead the league in fumbles?
Probably. That's why the Cowboys got him.
Attaboy. Good pickup.
Javonte Williams, the running back from Denver, who that's going to solve your running back. They did pick, hold on. They did get a wide receiver, Paris Campbell. God forbid we're working it, man. They went and got Dante Fowler Jr., who had like 10 or 11 sacks last year. Not bad. He didn't play for him, but and then Kaiir Elam, who went to Florida, not a bad cornerback. So they did pick up some, but if I'm them, if I'm the Cowboys, I'm going wide receiver or running back first. If Alshon Jeffrey is still there, you take him. If he's there at 12, you take him. I don't think he will be.
I'm sorry. I heard Alshon Jeffrey and immediately went to 2018 Alshon Jeffrey. I was like, hold on.
Gentry, my fault. Gentry.
Okay.
Alshon Gentry, my fault. I can't read my handwriting, but you made me question it. If he's there, you take him. If not, they might trade up. There's also a possibility they might trade up a little bit to get him. If not, you can go Golden from the wide receiver from Texas or McMillan, the wide receiver from Arizona. Those are the two wide receivers they could consider, plus Gentry if he's there. Hampton, the running back from UNC. If those are where I think you got to start, is you need someone opposite of CeeDee Lamb because they had Brandon Cooks and didn't really do much with him, which I think they could have. Other than that, like, who do you have? Gallup isn't there anymore. He left. So
he did leave. Fuck.
Yeah, you have Paris Campbell there, which, okay, cool. But you also need someone else. So I think those three are what the wash for Alshon Gentry. My fault, not Jeffrey. Is they could probably use him too. But
come out of retirement.
Wouldn't hurt. So yeah.
Chad's still trying to play. So I should hit him up. Mr. Ocho Cinco.
Mr. Ocho Cinco on the bench. But that's the Cowboys. You're probably on the team. I didn't think it could get worse than the Jets. But here we are with the third pick. The Giants.
Third pick of the NFL draft. The Giants are going to go with.
You think so?
Shedeur Sanders.
You think so?
Shedeur Sanders, yeah. Okay. Yes, they did sign Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston. That's the only W they're going to get the whole season. I know. But I'm telling you, they're going to go Shedeur. And if not Shedeur day one, day three, they're going Will Howard.
Okay.
But I definitely see him going Will Howard before Shedeur. Even though there's been word on the street saying that Cleveland's gonna pick up Shedeur. They might trade up and get Shedeur, right? But
you don't
see that. What? Talk to me.
You don't think they would pick up Shedor's homeboy, Travis Hunter?
Travis?
Yeah.
They need a quarterback.
Yeah, but they also need a wide receiver because they paid. Hold on, who'd they pay?
Wasn't it Daniel Jones? No, that was a while back.
No, that was a wide receiver. Darius Slayton. They paid him.
Over what's his name?
More than what they offered Barkley. So that should indicate right there. Woo.
Exactly. If they're going to where they're going to pick up Shedeur.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'd be surprised if they do, but then again, it's the Giants. So you never know.
Exactly. You never know, bro. If they do pick up Travis, great pickup. But do I see him playing both sides of the ball in the NFL? No.
Do you see him play more defense or offense?
I see him play more offense.
Okay.
I see him play more offense. I'm not going to lie. Like, he's doing his thing at cornerback, but they need a receiver. They seen what he could do on the field as a receiver, so why not just throw him out there?
Yeah, no, I got you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. All right, I mean, anybody the Giants take, I don't think is really that. I think they need a lot, so.
At this point, they could take me, and I'll do something.
Yeah, they could, so. And then we're going to go with the team I'm interested in to see how well they do with a second-year quarterback and Jaden Daniels. We got the Commanders. They kind of took the league by storm last year.
They did. I'll admit they did, but I want to see if Jaden Daniels can keep it up.
And that's where I'm going is because they did add Michael Gallup They do have Deebo Samuels now.
Yeah, they made a hell of a pickup on the offense.
And then they traded with the Texans and got Tunsil as offensive line, which is not a bad pickup. And then the defense, they went Eddie Goldman, and then D Wise on their defensive line. So the Deebo Samuels is, I'm gonna see what kind of, if he can stay healthy with Terry McLaurin there.
So people are saying that Deebo pulled a James Harden and got fat on purpose.
I could see that.
Got fat on purpose, got the trade he wanted, or just got to leave in general. Now he's going to burn off the weight during the offseason.
Yeah.
Ozempic's a hell of a thing.
Listen, I'm just getting tired of these players is that you were on the 49ers. Like, come on.
But they dismantled their whole team.
They did. They had to. I can't wait till we get to that whole division because I have a lot to say about that team. But the Commanders still need an offensive line to go with Tunsil, maybe one more wide receiver, and then they need a defense, honestly.
Shit, they may trade up in the draft.
They may, and that's the thing, is they may trade up, or I've heard also they may trade down. Is he got another draft pick or so in the later rounds? Because, they have the 29th. So they might go and get like an early second day pick. So I don't know. No, if I'm them, I'm going defense or offensive line. There's 4 people I'm looking at. There's 2 offensive linemen. Tyler Booker from Bama, if he's there inside. I mentioned him earlier at the Dolphins. If he's still there, take him inside linebacker or inside offensive line. Josh Simmons, I talked to him also from Ohio State. If he's there. If not, you go defense, you go James Pierce Jr., the edge from Tennessee, who is pretty solid. Or you go Grant, the defensive line from Michigan, who had a pretty solid career at Michigan. I tried to do maybe like the Dolphins, they need a quarterback, just like a random pick out there. I really couldn't put one because it's like wide receiver defense, yes.
The essentials.
Maybe a running back because we don't know how Brian Robinson Jr.'s, how much is he an everyday back? He seems to be, and they have Eckler to go with them. It seems to be working. So I don't think running backs nowadays, after you're going to see these main people, I think the running back is going to be more like what Christian McCaffrey is nowadays.
Yeah.
That type of style, more receiving. Maybe you don't.
Army knife of running backs.
Yeah. So the Commanders is interesting to see if Jaden Daniels can do the same thing again. Mm-hmm. There's usually that sophomore slump. We're going to see how he handles that. And if that team stays healthy, they could make another run. But, Kern.
Talk to me.
We're about done. NFC East team. AFC East teams. There's only one left. And that is the defending Super Bowl champions with pick 32nd overall.
Yeah,
the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yes, sir.
Save the best for last because I want to hear this coming from an Eagles fan.
So, as an Eagles fan, I generally don't see who we need to. No, like real talk. No shit.
No, I got you. Yeah, I got you.
No, no funny shit. No, oh, we're the best team. Da 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 da. No. Yes, we need DBs. We got rid of CJ.
I was just about to say
Maddox.
Yeah.
We got rid of not Josh Sweat. Well, we did get rid of Josh Sweat. Big play Slay.
Yeah, I was about to say you've lost some key players.
We have. We've lost a lot of key players. We lost someone on the D line. What's his name? Milton Williams. We've lost a lot of key components.
Didn't you guys pick up some good people though in the offseason?
But I don't even remember who we picked up, honestly.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's just get into the draft.
Going on. But if I do see us picking up anyone, it's going to be a cornerback. It's like the cornerbacks I brought up earlier.
Yeah.
If they are going to fall in somehow into our laps, we will gladly take it. But I've also heard through the grapevine we may do a trade for Kyle Pitts.
Honestly,
I don't know.
Honestly, that is actually a hot take. I kind of like that. Dallas Goedert's getting a little bit older.
Exactly.
Kyle Pitts is what, 24?
24, 25.
24, 25. And I think the Eagles would be a perfect, I think they would use his ass.
We would use him.
I think they would.
They're blocking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, hot take. If it happens, it happens. Let's see.
That's not bad. And then the Eagles are they can go second round and get away with it. Get decent because of the team that they have. But it's going to be hard to replace big play Slay and Johnson and.
It is, but these young boys that we have Kenwan Mitchell, the exciting whites, they're doing their thing.
Yo, Cooper DeJean, baby. I need that man's jersey.
Man, I'm saying, bro. So it's like with those two still being there, yes, it's a major hit in our defense, but at the same time, I still feel confident in what we have going on. I still feel safe with the DBs that we have.
Yeah, I feel you with that. Let's see if Barkley can do what he does like he did. That was a good year. It's probably not going to be like that every year.
Not every year.
He got paid.
Especially now that we have A.J. Dillon.
Yeah, you guys got him. Like, that's a 1-2 punch right there.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Saquon gets tired. Another motherfucker that comes in that squad 7'6".
And he's big. A.J. Dillon's a big boy.
Exactly.
So now I want to see how Barkley does. I still think he's gonna be solid. I want to see if he stays healthy again. Mm-hmm. Just got paid. Know what happens after a big payday.
That is true.
So,
but I think a lot of teams are going to take after what the Chiefs did in the Super Bowl to stop the run, because the Chiefs did a hell of a job stopping the run. So that's going to be the game tape that they use. Like, hey, we're going to copy this. Whatever they did, if you see him move, blah, 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 blah. So that's going to be the tape.
I think this will be – we're going to see what kind of quarterback Jalen Hurts really is this coming year.
Oh, what you mean? Bro, he's going to be fine. It's going to be fine.
What I'm saying is we saw it in the Super Bowl where he had to throw. He made big plays. I think we're going to see him do it. They're going to challenge him. We're going to – like NFL, like you said, they're going to go back, watch the tape. Mm-hmm. On the Chiefs and how to stop the run is they're gonna make him work for it, and they're gonna make him get it.
Oh, without a doubt, I could definitely see it happening. But what pisses me off about the NFL,
everything,
bro, is the fact that people don't see Jalen Hurts as a top 5 quarterback.
Yeah, no. Once this draft thing is over with, I got more stuff planned. We're gonna get into who we think our top 5 is. And this and that, and we'll get into that. I already had that in the back of my mind because, someone that's been to 2 Super Bowls
in less than 3 years.
Less than 3 years being a starter, and beating Patrick Mahomes, losing to him, which they had the lead. So, he's done something.
Done something right. He has the sauce.
Allen hasn't. Dak Prescott hasn't done. Aaron Rodgers has only won 1. He's only been the 1.
Exactly. So, but hey, that's a discussion for a different time.
It is, and I meant to say the Eagles they're building on that defense of the Georgia Bulldogs.
Oh, they are.
They just added 2 more people from that defense of the Georgia Bulldogs into their season, so they have like 7 or 8 people from that national championship team on that defense, and it's like I've been telling people, dude, the chemistry of playing with each other.
Exactly what it is. Yes.
Like, how we play. Like, you've played 4 years with these dudes. Like, you get into, like, how you play. You feed off of each other. And now, we saw it. Like, we saw it is now here we are in the NFL. It's Super Bowl defense.
Exactly. People are going to take what we're doing. People are going to start taking what we're doing. Like, oh, I heard you were the starting quarterback for Alabama.
But it's also going to be harder with the transfer portal because no one stays on the same team anymore.
That is so true.
And I think we'll talk about this, but I think we're going to see a lot of players struggle is because, you have to learn a new playbook every year, but you don't really build chemistry with anybody. And you go to the NFL and it's like you have to build chemistry. And it's like, oh, I never had to, but that's for another one. But that's the AFC, NFC teams. That's the draft. Liked it. Like I said, Kern, it was great to be back.
Man, it's fun, man. It's always fun recording with you, Bido.
It is, man. I miss it. And I do want to thank all the SFLers that have stayed with us through our absence. We thank you. It's not something that we wanted to do is be absent for this long. A lot of things happen. Became a teacher, I was just ridiculous. That was the main thing is I didn't really want to do much, but here we are. I think it's like a stress reliever. So thank you for not giving up on us and your continued support. With that being said, tune in next week as we go over more draft needs. And this next week, we are going NFC, AFC. We're going to the other coast. We're going to the West Coast. We are going West Coast, baby. West Coast.
I just realized I couldn't do my other hand. I was trying to, too.
Yeah, it's all right. You stick the east side, buddy. So next week, tune in. NFC, AFC, West teams. Kern?
Bido.
Stay golden, my friend.
Be easy, my man.
Hey, see you next week.
Peace.
Peace.